Dobrý večer. Ups.
Oh, so you're up.
Yeah, kinda inevitable. So, did you have breakfast?
No, but I think I'll go down. I mean, while you shower and all that, I'll just get out of your hair.
Hello?
So.
Hello? Did somebody die?
Hey, Mose.
Yeah, hi. What's up?
Does anyone else hear Twilight Zone music, or is it just me? What's this?
Oh, yeah, I was gonna ask you about that. Where'd you find it?
Our friend Larry Chester buried it last night. Or should I say, Larry Sinclair.
Sinclair, huh? Son of a bitch.
It's about the Stewart bloodline.
Did you read it then?
I just skimmed it. I've been working on the treasure map.
Well, would you mind reading it? I've got to figure out why Sinclair lied, and why he felt compelled to play Jolly Roger last night.
Say, I'll read it, you know, if you're busy with the map, that is.
Grace'll do it. Why the hell are you so interested anyway?
Just trying to be helpful. Jeez, fine. I'll just go.
Wait. Grace, I'll grab a shower later, so, you know, the room's all yours.
God! Get a grip, Knight.
Ugh.
Christ, you retard. This better not be about what I think it's about. Oh, shit. I'm going to my room. Come by later if you want to talk about it.
Oh, I tell you, Jean, I feel it. Something is wrong.
Perhaps Monsieur Wilkes spends the night with another guest.
No, I have already cleaned Mademoiselle Butan's room, and where else could he have been? The American girl stays with her boss. As for the Lady Howard and Estelle...
Enough, Roxanne! Lock the door and touch nothing. We shall see if Monsieur Wilkes returns.
Oui, Jean.
Se mi nějak nezdá.
Christ, you're...
Oh, I tell you, Jean, I feel it. Something is wrong.
Perhaps Monsieur Wilkes spends the night with another guest.
No, I have already cleaned Mademoiselle Butan's room, and where else could he have been? The American girl stays with her boss. As for the Lady Howard and Estelle...
Enough, Roxanne! Lock the door and touch nothing. We shall see if Monsieur Wilkes returns.
Oui, Jean.
Oui, Monsieur Knight?
I noticed y'all coming in here. Is Mr. Wilkes okay?
Oh, I hope so.
Shh! Everything is fine, Monsieur. Not to worry your head. Roxanne here, she's only a little bit cautious.
Oh, oui. I'm sure everything is fine.
Come. We will leave the room for Monsieur Wilkes' return. Roxanne, back to work. And Monsieur, thank you for the so kindly made offer of assistance.
Hey, no prob. It's locked. Excuse me, Roxanne?
Oh, Monsieur Knight, do you need something?
About Mr. Wilkes, you know something? I've learned to trust a woman's instincts.
You have?
Sure. So, what got you upset this morning?
Oh, Monsieur, I am very afraid for Mr. Wilkes. This morning his window, it is wide open, and things in his room, they are not right. Usually, I find his night clothes on the floor, yes? But this morning, there is no sign of them, and his razor and toothbrush, they have not been used. It is as if he never got up this morning. Yet, he is not there.
Gee, that sounds bad. Why don't you let me take a look?
I don't know.
Roxanne, this could be serious. Mr. Wilkes would want us to make sure he's not in any trouble.
I agree. That is why I go to Jean. But he thinks I have the big, imagination.
Personally, I've learned never to underestimate a woman.
Monsieur. All right, I will show you. Follow me. Please, Monsieur Knight, if Monsieur Wilkes returns, do not tell him I let you in, yes?
I won't. Thanks. I don't see any signs of forced entry on the window. It's wide open, all right. Creepy. It reminds me of my dream. I don't need Wilkes's moped. I doubt the dumb waiter factors into this. You have to be pretty desperate and limber to get in that way.
Get in here. I'm listening.
Well, I really did it this time.
I knew it. You did, didn't you? Did you?
Yeah.
Christ!
Ah, come on. How about some support here?
So what happened anyway? When she left here last night, she didn't want anything to do with you.
Well, it was an accident.
Right. You're the only guy I know who could accidentally end up in bed with the most beautiful woman for 50 miles.
What about Madeline?
What about Madeline? She's. You know, you got kind of a reverse rose-colored glasses thing going on. Must be your fear of commitment affecting your optical nerves. Grace is beautiful. She's nice. She's smart. She's funny. You ought to have your head examined. And besides which, I ought to break your neck for hurting her feelings. Did you get a look at her face this morning?
No, knock it off. I feel bad enough. I just don't know how to act. I mean, God, she's like my sister or something.
Oh. Well, I suppose you could try to talk to her about your feelings, get it all out in the open.
Hodně dobrý.
Nah. I'll tell
Hodně
you what.
dobrý.
Just pretend it never happened.
Oh.
Really? Just act like nothing happened. Try it.
Okay.
Ha. No.
Have you seen Wilkes yet, Jean?
Non, monsieur. Have you?
No.
Oh, I'm sure he'll be popping it up any time now.
Co mi říká, že ne? Tak se budeme podívat na místo, které se prozaicky jmenuje
I'll go get
Tvý
the
muž.
Harley. That's a big old Wilkes-size footprint. Oh, shit. I found Wilkes. It's from Wilkes to his publisher. He must have been worried about someone seeing it, so he took it to bed with him. Apparently he was right to be paranoid. Looks like Wilkes might have been onto something after all. I wonder if that's what made him a target. Then again, maybe he just stumbled into the wrong neck of the woods. It's the letter I found in Wilkes's pocket. It's the letter I found. They must have pulled him from his room last night, but no one heard a thing. How do they do that? And why Wilkes? Nope, though. He's been completely drained, just like the two dead Freemasons. Well, I guess that answers the question, what kind of PJs would a man like Wilkes wear? He's been completely drained. They must have put... They must... Poor bastard. Nope.
Ah!
What are you doing?
I was, I was just gonna talk to Grace, but she's in the shower.
Huh.
So, see ya.
I'll catch up with you later. Oh, Monsieur Mosley.
This place is a fruit bin. Nope. I'll go.
Todos são Herão.
I'd rather not, thanks. Either the Red Cross had an accident here, or I found Wilkes's missing blood. They held Wilkes here while they drained his blood. He wasn't exactly small, either. They had knee indentations, just like at the armchair. God. I think Grace can take a shower by herself. Oh, Grace is the only one who gets that. I don't think I need to scan that. There's an... I don't think I...
Ja, to nejde naskenovat. Tak asi jenom zalerim.
I have nothing to say to you.
Oh, I think you do, Mr. Sinclair.
Perhaps you had better come in. I've learned that you were, in fact, hired by Prince James.
Good.
But that doesn't excuse your prying into my affairs. You've destroyed my cover.
See now, that's the problem with secrets and lies. It's impossible to tell which ones might be relevant until you dig them up and take a good whiff.
That's between you and Prince James. But I can tell you that you're treading on thin ice. This is a delicate situation. You might find yourself in very hot water indeed.
I'm getting confused. Am I supposed to watch out for thin ice or hot water?
Very amusing, I'm sure. We'll see how your cavalier attitude serves you with the prince. Now, what is it that you want?
I wanted to talk to you about your bloodline manuscript.
How did you know about that?
I followed you last night and dug it up.
You... what? This is outrageous.
I hope you can appreciate my motivation. I was in the room when Prince James's son was taken. There's very little I wouldn't do to find him.
I can't fathom why an outsider like you was hired in the first place. It's absurd. But now that you've seen my manuscript, I hope you finally comprehend that I am not the kidnapper.
It's not incriminating in that regard, no.
Where is the manuscript? You didn't remove it, did you?
I didn't think it was good for it, being out in that damp ground and all.
You must return it at once.
Yeah, I will. But it's at the hotel at the moment, though.
Mr. Knight, I suggest you bring it back here immediately. Because if anything happens to that manuscript, Prince James will be very displeased.
I will. No problem. Do you know Montreux, the owner of the local vineyard?
I know of him, of course. It's a small area.
Is he one of yours by any chance?
A Freemason? No. At least he's not Scottish Rite.
Prince James implied that the kidnapping was political. Would the manuscript have anything to do with it?
It could. There are those who take exception to the idea of Prince James being on the throne.
The throne? What throne?
Never mind.
Here's what I don't get. Why are you working on the manuscript here? Obviously you don't need the Templar
Přeju
bond.
dobrý večer.
There's usually one of us
Neuvěřitelní
area
4 diváci se
just
dívají na
to-
obskurní adventuru z roku 99.
For what? Treasure hunters?
or anything.
But why you?
There is a certain opposition to the manuscript. The work on it was to be done discreetly.
And you figured they'd never suspect you'd work on it here.
Something like that. Of course, you've quite destroyed my anonymity.
Tak co ten trůn?
The manuscript promotes Prince
Tak
James.
přátelé,
as
jestli
king
máte
of
nějaký
what?
zájem o té hře něco říct,
Scotland?
tak si klidně řekněte v
It
chatu.
doesn't promote him as
Já už to
anything.
hraju
Say it simply
podruhý.
lays out the genealogies. He's clearly the best candidate.
Best candidate for what? Are you talking about Scottish independence?
No. In our modern world, Scotland is a very small principality indeed.
England?
The Stuarts have vowed they'd never accept the English throne.
Well, what then?
It's not for me to say.
I have to go.
As you wish.
Hele, Emilia je tady. Uznám podle té červené motorky už. Hele, tady je.
Hi, Emilio.
Hello, Mr. Knight.
So, what you doing up here?
Just looking for a quiet spot to meditate.
Funny. Most people prefer Tour Magdala or Blanchefort to, meditate.
Do they? This location, too, has its benefits, you know.
No, blížíme se tak jako jsme za 3/4 hry. Ale jako dohrajeme to asi až zítra, ale to vždycky tak po těch hodinkách to dávám. Takže minimálně ještě půl hodinku mám v plánu to tady kupařit.
Bonjour.
Hey. Did you check out the Bloodline manuscript?
Yeah, pretty interesting. Where do you want me to start?
Šli do Wilkse.
Guess what I found today?
What?
Wilkes's corpse.
What?
I found him at L'Homme Mort. Looks like they took him right out of his room last night.
Oh my god.
Creepy, isn't it? They were in the hotel. Weird, because I was dreaming about them. That's why
Well, how was Wilkes killed?
just like Prince James's men. Throat cut, blood drained into a pool.
God. What am I, cursed or something? I spent the entire day in the car with Mallory and McDougal, and then last night I had dinner with Wilkes, and
What was his big theory, anyway?
he had a seismic survey done. They show hollow areas, and he had uncovered a big one. It makes sense, actually, because I've been working on this riddle called Le Serpent Rouge.
Sure, you keep working on that. I've got some ideas of my own to follow up.
Fine.
What's the manuscript say about the bloodline?
The bloodline thing is major. The descendants of Jesus are called Desposini. Their symbol is the unicorn.
Unicorn?
Supposedly, the horn represents the male phallic symbol, and the unicorn itself represents the fertile Jesus.
Well, no wonder the Catholic Church had a conniption. But is there any way this bloodline thing could be legit?
Well, there's no reason why Jesus shouldn't have married and had children, unless you believe any kind of sex is a sin. Personally, I don't. And you certainly don't.
That's just the line I feed Catholic girls, but go on.
And it's the kind of thing the early church might have suppressed, if for no other reason than to make sure the bishops of the church had all the power and not the descendants.
That explains how it might be possible, but it's hardly proof.
True, but if it's all a myth, it's a very old myth. The royal arms of Scotland show a Davidic line of Judah, Desposinic unicorn, and the Jewish fleur-de-lis, so they've believed they were Desposini from the Middle Ages at least.
Did you get the impression that the manuscript was trying to set Prince James up for something?
It certainly went to great lengths about his pedigree. I guess the royal families find that terribly irrelevant.
What about rulership? Did it mention anything about a throne?
Yeah, actually. It talked about the European Union a lot. How any system of government ideally has both a parliament and a monarchy. You don't think they're trying to... No.
Position the House of Stuart as monarchs over the EU. Yeah, I think that's exactly what they're trying to do.
Oh, God. No wonder Sinclair is hiding out here.
What's the manuscript say about the Freemasons?
The manuscript came right out and said that the original split between the Templars and the Priory of Sion was over the bloodline. The Priory wanted to support certain French families of Merovingian descent, while the Templars supported the emerging Stuart dynasty. I think it's pretty clear that the Freemasons and the Priory are still fighting over the same issue.
Does Sinclair mention the Holy Grail in the manuscript?
The Grail represents the bloodline and a kind of noblesse oblige duty to serve mankind. But also, remember what you heard on the train? You heard the kidnapper say Sangreal.
Yeah?
The manuscript says the words Holy Grail were actually a mistranslation. The original phrase wasn't Sangreal or Holy Grail, but Sang-Real.
Sang-Real? What's that mean?
Blood royal, or royal blood. The Holy Grail is the bloodline, Gabriel. That's what's so creepy.
Wow. I wonder if that's what they were saying on the train. It's royal blood.
That's what I've been wondering.
Kinda brings the whole vampire theory back onto the playing field, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Hustý.
I'm still not sure I see the connection between Sinclair and Prince James's men.
The manuscript did mention Prince James. It traced the various branches of the bloodline all the way down to the present day. It was obviously making the point that the Stuarts have the largest, purest amount of the blood, and Prince James is mentioned as the current Stuart heir.
Is there anything more in there about the unicorn imagery?
A bit. You know all those medieval tapestries that show a unicorn in a garden or a unicorn being hunted?
Yeah.
Supposedly, they all represent the Desposini being suppressed by the church.
Oh, that doesn't sound like a moped.
Kdo pak to přijal?
Damn, it's Prince James. Where's the manuscript? I've got to get it back to Larry before he runs to his boss and complains.
It was right here. I left it on the table when I went to take my shower.
Mosley.
Ooh, don't tell me that, Grace. Grace?
Somebody must have taken it.
Shit. Okay, let me think.
Mosley.
It's about time I pinned down our old squirmy friend from the NOPD. I'll get him out of town for a bit.
What about Prince James?
Tell him I'm working on the case. I can't see him till I've got that manuscript, till he'll have my head on a platter.
You really think Mosley...
Yeah, the bum. But do me a favor and look around here, just in case I'm wrong.
Leave me the bike, will you? You can ride with Mosley.
What?
Come on, how can I keep an eye on the others if you leave me stranded? Please?
I don't believe this.
Thanks.
God.
New email.
New email.
I don't need to reply to Sydney. Nah, I don't want to write anybody right now. I don't need to print it.
Aha. Takže, teď známe, jaký má zhruba průřez ten chrám, ale tady ho, aha, tady ho nemám, čekaj, jak to děláme. Ne. Ještě jednou.
That's it. The divisions of the temple. That's the porch down by Lebec. Then the middle is the sanctuary. And the third part in the north must be the Holy of Holies.
Pechkardů.
the center of the Holy of Holies. I think that's the site. It's on Mount Cardew. I'll write down the coordinates.
Tak, super. Dobrý večer, pane Chaos. No jde to, jde to. Ha. To trvá nějak dlouho. Ty vole. No, co je na té hře taky jako skvělý, že nemusíš udělat úplně všechno, abys to dohrál. A tady teda nevím, co mám dělat vůbec. Tady mi to jako, vím, že to jde udělat. Cogito ergo sum, jo, jasně. Počkej, když vezmu... Aha, tam to zmenšuje. A pak to je dobrý zase. Počkej, tak to je dobrý. Ono to snižuje ten počet slov, že to ve filtru, to jsem nevěděl. No, pak tady máme die, god, ne, dei, god. Tak. Asi ego. Within. Aha. Aha, to je dobrý. Aha. To je popravdě jako mnohem lepší hádanka, než jsem si myslel. To je třeba. Whom God I touch Jesus.
Oh my god. I mean, oh my god.
To jsem nečekal.
This riddle is fascinating. You can almost see what it's hinting at. I really want to solve it.
Počkej. Ne. Tak, jak jsme daleko?
That's the last page.
Výborně, jsme na poslední stránce. Tak jo, tak se jdem znovu přečíst. But the worst is yet to come. How many I have pledged the house, using the most cursed... Což je to nepřečtu. Ty mi to přečti.
But the worst is yet to come. How many have pillaged the house, using the most sacred for purposes most foul? I turn north. Facing me, I see unwinding endless by its coils, the enormous red serpent mentioned in the documents, rigid and bitter. The huge unleashed beast at the foot of the White Mountain becomes scarlet with greed and drunk with stolen and profaned communion. Deliver me out of the mire.
To znamená, že potřebujeme udělat bodík, kde je nějaká hora, si myslím, jo? Tak se podíváme. být nějaká hora? Kjuza, ne, tady ne. Tam bylo něco tady na tom severu. Asi tady. Nebo jakože tohle to je ten had?
Yep, that's it. That's the red serpent. That's weird. It must point out something.
Dobře. To je poslední, no, před náma.
I want to take a break from Le Serpent Rouge for a while.
Asi, teďka jsme vyřešili všechno, co jsme mohli, jenom zkusím. Tady je tlačítko Hints, to se dá použít jenom fakt jako když dáš ty hádanky, ono je to jako během té adventurní části.
I want to take a break from Le Serpent Rouge
Jo,
for a
teď mi
while.
to nedovolí, to jsem chtěl vyzkoušet. Ono to umí napovídat i jinak než jenom. Aha, Buccelli. A nese noviny.
Signore Bukele, is it just me or does he seem particularly out of place here? Must be those black socks.
A tady bydlí Madama Zabután. Jdem si je poslechnout. Ne. Ta tady bydlí Bukele. Máme si nějakou snídaní.
Why haven't we found it yet? I'm getting very discouraged, I can tell you. I thought Dr. Wen had such promising leads, and with the additions we came up with...
We mustn't give up yet, Lily.
Perhaps. Oh, why can't we simply pay someone to dig it up? I certainly can't with my tendinitis. And you, no offense, darling, but you're taking too long.
I'm trying.
Estelle!
Oh, sorry. Anyway, you said we couldn't let anyone else in on it.
I know what I said. Oh, my. Dr. Wen must be right, mustn't he? The Great Seed absolutely has to be here. Otherwise, how can one explain that cache of Egyptian artifacts he found here in 1963?
Of course it's here. We'll finish up at the site today, then check the maps again tonight.
Not me. I can't. I tell you, if we don't find it, I can't carry on one step further.
Please don't say that, Lily. Everything's going to be fine.
I'd rather stick my tongue in a light socket.
I'm sorry, Grace dear, but Estelle and I really must talk alone. You don't mind terribly, do you?
No.
Thank you, Grace.
No nic, tak se jdem podívat na ty místa, co jsme jako identifikovali v mapě.
I'll go get the... I think I'm getting close. This is the back of Mount Cardew, but I think the actual point of the hexagram is further up that way.
Paráda. Mi malilinko připomíná v Half-Lifeovi, když si vyleze z těch trubek do té nevadské pouště a tam letěly ty stíhačky, tak taky tam bylo na pozí také ty hory a tak, to je hezký. A to je poznámka.
Who are the Magi? Who's leaving these things?
No, to mi teda nic moc neřeklo. Tak, tady. Bože, to je super.
Yeah? Me and what army? This mountain range is amazing. Look at all these huge boulders lying around. There's enough granite here to rebuild Pittsburgh.
Velmi americké.
Yeah? Me and what army?
Co musí tady být? Ha! Ha! Hele, kapesník.
It's a red handkerchief. Didn't Wilkes have one like that? He must have found this spot. Maybe that's why he was killed.
No, to znamená, že zabil i nás. Tady.
What a nice pile of rocks.
Tady to je.
I don't think that would accomplish.
Ale.
What a nice. I should go get the shovel. I knew it! Where was Osiris when the star shone over Bethlehem? I think I'd rather wait for Gabriel. It's pretty dark in there.
Pěkný, pěkný, to jsem pěkně odhalený. Tak jo, tam teď. Tady. Tam nechceme. Počkej. Tady chceme.
That's Rock Negra, the Black Rock.
Ne.
Well, I guess I should go up there and check it out. Wow, this is really nerve-wracking. I think I'm close. The ones who wove the vine in the Pharaoh's days weave it still. The ones who would steal the sacred wine long ago seek it still. Oh my god. Oh my god, it's talking about the vampires.
Tak, jestli pak tady najdeme poklad.
That's the exact center of the Holy of Holies in the Temple of Solomon. But I think the temple is way underground. I should go... Well, it's not going to help to try again. The mountain is solid rock.
Dobrá, tedy.
Hey, somebody's parked out by that big orange rock that's off the main road. VDG 945F. Hello, Bukele. Pet cemetery? I don't think so. Yep, time for some elbow grease.
Ha 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 ha.
Larry's manuscript. Why am I not surprised? And it still has its plastic cover, too. That should give us a few opportunities.
Znamená, že Mosley to vzal Grace kvůli tým Mademoiselle Boutin, tam jsem něco slíbila. Grace to dala, teda ta Mademoiselle Boutin to dala Bukelimu a ten tím pádem to měl jít schovat.
Aha.
Máme tady nové otisky prstů.
There's one print.
Ještě nějaký. Ještě jeden.
I got one. There's a second print.
Výborně. Počkej, second print, takže ještě tam bude jeden. Ale tady.
Aha. Three prints. Well, I think that's all of them.
Hodně dobrý. Jak si Bukeli myslí, že na ně nepřijdem? Tak, teď se teda můžeme vydat na poslední místo. Tady ty dvě ženský bláznivý něco hledali. Tady. Tak co, holky?
Finding anything, Estelle?
Not yet.
How'd you guys pick this spot anyway?
Out of the mouths of babes.
It's a perfectly sound analysis. Quite complicated to explain. Of course, we can't take credit.
Dr. Wen. Well, let's hope Dr. Wen isn't Wong.
Dr. Wen, huh? He needs to get a computer.
Dobrá tedy, takže to jsme tady jenom zkontrolovali tyhle ty ženský. A můžeme jít vesela zpátky do města.
Je regrette. The maid, she gets no answer when she knocks. Monsieur Knight must be out.
Merci beaucoup. I'll try again later.
Prince James.
Grace!
James, hello. It's nice to see you again.
I was trying to find Gabriel.
He's out in the valley, I think, working on the case.
Has he found anything?
I think so, but he better tell you himself.
I see, all right. I'm staying at the Villa Bethania. Some people were kind enough to offer it. Will you ask him to come by as soon as he gets back?
Of course.
Grace, thank you.
Tak super, tak jdeme naskenovat nový otisky do počítače. To je fakt detektivka úplně.
Working.
Bukele, the sneak.
Working.
Aha. Madeline had her hands on the manuscript.
No, poslední je mostly. To je jasný.
Working.
Aha. No počkej, to ani není, ale...
I've only got one more stanza. Capricorn. I am aware of the scent of the perfume which impregnates the sepulchre of the one I must release. Cursing the profane in their ashes and those who follow their ways, I return from the darkness while making a gesture of horror at the abyss into which I had plunged. Here is the proof that I knew the secret seal of Solomon and had visited the secret places of the queen who watches over the king. They must be talking about going down into the cave. Take heed, my friend. Do not add or take away one iota. Think, and think again. The base lead of my words may contain the purest gold. Let he who has the understanding use it with wisdom.
Hello?
Hey, Mose, you're back.
Yep. Gabriel and I, we had it out.
You did?
Uh-huh. Guess my little secret is, out in the open now.
Huh. Is Gabriel here? I've had some real breakthroughs with Sydney.
Yeah, he wanted me to come and get you. He's holding a meeting in the dining room.
A meeting? Well, this ought to be interesting.
Výborně. Tak jo. To už je kolik, no? 3 hodiny... 3 až 6 hodin. No, a já si myslím, že příště už to dohrajeme. Teď si dáme o to přestávku. A já to tady schválně takhle jako vypnu. Děkuji za pozornost a brzy se uvidíme zase, už to dohrajeme. Ahoj.